Hey friends, it's Rebekah here again. Today we're going to do some Reddit reads. We haven't done that in several weeks and I really wanted it to be my Saturday upload or my weekend upload, and I haven't been doing it. So I thought, what better day than today? Reddit Reads, take one. Rebekah here, and I'm going to finally do another episode of Reddit Reads. I know it's been a while, but I really have been more focused on my Mental Health Mondays versus anything else. And I really love true crime. I love a good mystery, and I'm a little obsessed with it, like obsessed with watching and researching and watching other people's videos and all that good stuff, and it's been to my detriment. Also, I've had a lot of technical difficulties. I'm not very tech savvy, and unfortunately have ran into a couple of issues where I would record the video on camera, and then when I took the SD card out to upload it on my computer, it didn't work out like that, and it super sucked. So I've recorded several videos over and over, and when I do that and then I go through the editing, it just takes away from everything, and I'm not able to edit and make new material, new content. So when I say it super sucks, it super sucks. I'm so sorry, guys. I know you probably don't care, but I care. I want to make new content, and the easiest way for me to do that is by having a smooth record, edit, upload flow, a nice smooth flow to things. And it would be so much better if I was tech savvy, but them's the breaks. Since I'm not, I just gotta deal with what I have. I'm really not sure what we're gonna find. Probably gonna be some good funnies. I might just do a mashup of like everything odd. It could be mystery, it could be funny, it could be dating horror stories, it could be anything. But who's in? Are you in? Are you in for a good time? Good. Stay with me while we go through the motions, okay guys? I would just like to say thank you so much for interacting with my channel. It actually means more to me than you probably could possibly know. It is an outlet for me. It gets my mind off of just regular stuff and the troubles maybe going on with my life and my health and things of that nature. So I really appreciate the love and support. So today on Reddit Reads, in Not the Onion, where, quote, for true stories that are so mind-blowingly ridiculous that you could have sworn they were, from The Onion. I don't know what The Onion is, but this thread on Reddit never fails. It never ceases to amaze me. Not fail, it doesn't fail. It's good. It's good content. Okay. Did you know that the BBC has set up a complaint line for, quote, too much TV coverage of Prince Philip's death? Did you know? Someone said in response to this, imagine the coverage of when the Queen dies. Yeah, guys, we just found out the royal family's pretty old racist, and yet we care so much that Prince Philip has died. Now, I understand that these people are famous, and I understand that they are not only famous, but they are also royals, but they're going to get an equal amount of coverage. They're going to get lots of coverage, lots of coverage, because this woman, if the Queen does die, is like 80-something years old and has been on the throne for decades, almost a century. That's how old she is, okay? Here's a shocker. This is under Not the Onion also. Quote, we are not here or funded to, quote, inside the quote, promote the best interest of the children. This was written by head of program for brain damaged interest. So let me get this straight. You're not here, nor are you funded to promote the best interest of children. Well, what are you there for? I mean, really, what are you there for? These infants are brain damaged. It is a program for infants who are brain damaged. Yet you're not there, nor are you funded to promote the best interest. I think you need a new job. I think this was not meant for you. Also, under this particular thread about the for infants with brain damage. A 2013 bill would have required NICA to provide families with an annual update on available benefits for their child. And it would have given parents something they have lacked from the program's start: a seat on NICA's board of directors, which is made up exclusively of healthcare industry and insurance interests. Internal emails obtained by the Herald show that NICA's executive director, Kenny Shipley, considered the effort, quote, pretty silly, end quote. In one email to a past president of the Florida Obstetric and Gynecologic Society and a lobbyist, Shipley wrote that, quote, we are not here or funded to promote the best interest of the children, end quote. The bill died before reaching the Senate floor. Why would you not want the healthcare industry and the insurance interests to combine to find the best measures for these children for any government-funded program? Why would you not? It's because it is a money train, and the more you can keep the perpetual cycle of need, insurance, and all the money, all the things that are not funded or taken care of that require parents to pay for their child, that's what's in the best interest of the government, right? Because parents tend to pay for insurance. Parents also use government assistance if they qualify. And it all travels back to the healthcare industry, be it pharmaceuticals, the psychiatric or physical therapy, cognitive therapy, so many different things, so many different ways, hospitals, doctors' offices, nurses, nurse practitioners, all of it. I think healthcare is probably one of the biggest scandals, scams in society, period. Best one I've read today, probably to date, actually. India arrests 2 men who used monkeys to steal cash from unsuspecting victims. Now I know you got questions, because I do too. Allow me to read you the article. Okay? I'm gonna read you the article. Okay, baby. 2 men who roamed the Indian capital used monkeys to rob unsuspecting victims have been arrested. New Delhi, Delhi, D-E-L-H-I. Those police said Saturday. The pair were apprehended after one victim complained to officers that 3 men carrying monkeys had surrounded and robbed him of 6,000 rupees, which is the equivalent of $80 US. But still, I want my $8 back too. A local police official told AFP. Authorities across India have been grappling with the menace posed by monkeys in whatever that country is and other populated cities, where they often enter homes in search of food. But it is illegal for Indians to capture them under a 1972 law. Quote, when the victim was sitting in an auto rickshaw, the men who also entered the vehicle and asked one monkey to sit on the front seat and another monkey at the back. Quote, they took the money the lawyer had in his wallet and fled with the monkeys. Now, that's pretty smart. I might need to get me some, no, I don't need to get no money. And here's why. I will get myself in trouble, and I too will be arrested, so I'll not be doing that. Don't worry, guys. Police suspected the gangs were behind other similar thefts, and officers set up a dedicated team to track down the culprits who were arrested Thursday at a bus stop along with their animal accomplices. Pretty good scheme, guys. Pretty good. As it turns out, monkeys are often trained as street performers in India and in other countries, and used to do acts like that. Monkeys are very smart, folks. Monkeys are very smart. They can do some things. They can do some things. In other stupid news, father tries to get into elephant exhibit at Milwaukee Zoo to, quote, try to impress his daughter. Sheriff's office says. No tell. Baby, just watch me. I'm going here with this elephant. Don't worry. Nothing bad's gonna happen. It's not illegal. Just check me out, okay? The zoo said in a statement that the man climbed over a locked, fenced area of the outdoor elephant exhibit. He began to climb over a secondary fence, but did not breach that barrier. Dadgummit. The man never shared space with the zoo's 2 African elephants who were inside at the time, the zoo says. He was just dumb. He was just really dumb. Also, there were no injuries. Yay! Holy crap. On IndianExpress.com, but under the Not the Onion thread, it says, quote, well, this is not a quote, but it's a quote from Not the Onion. But anyway, 3 elderly women get anti-rabies shots instead of COVID vaccine. Pharmacists suspended. Now, this leads to the question, why on earth would a pharmacist give a rabies shot instead of the COVID vaccine? Quote, I had gone to get the corona vaccine and they injected the dog vaccine. I felt dizzy and had a headache. When I asked if I had to submit my, add a hard card, they said it was not needed. Then they said it was a vaccine for a dog bite, said one of the women. A pharmacist in charge of the Kandla, Kandla, Community Health Center's outpatient department, OPD, where the anti-rabies shots were given, was suspended Friday while another pharmacist was sacked, said officials. The facility's medical superintendent has been issued a warning. Like, what the you thought you was getting anti-COVID? You just not getting rabies. That's it. If you're looking to make a little money, a little fast money, depending on how quickly you can watch some home improvement shows, CNN.com says a website is offering $1,000 for someone to binge watch home improvement shows. Do tell, you say? Okay, let me read a little further. CNN reports, this is all quoted from CNN, okay, that's my source. If you feel like watching home improvement shows causes you to spend more money on your remodeling, here's your chance to earn some cash while binge watching Fixer Upper. The website, Review Home Warranties, is offering to pay someone $1,000 to watch 10 episodes of 3 different home improvement shows. The shows chosen by the website to watch include Curb Appeal, Extreme Makeover, Home Edition, Fixer Upper, Flipper Flop, Flipping Out, HGTV, Design Star, House Hunters, Property Brothers, Rehab Addict, and This Old House. The selected candidate will have to watch at least 10 episodes of the 3 shows within a month and fill out a worksheet about the experience. Home improvement shows have been around since the 1970s. In the last 10 years, they have become an obsession. Yeah, I know. I get obsessed with stuff too, but not really that. We just can't seem to get enough of these makeover shows, and no wonder. The winning combination of inspiration and expertise is perfectly mixed to draw us in and keep us wanting more, according to the website, which reviews home warranty providers. The website says it's looking for someone with, quote, enthusiasm for home improvement shows, especially the most popular ones, and, quote, strong attention to detail. You can apply, even you can apply, at Review Home Warranty's website until May 10th. Applicants must be at least 18 years or older and be a U.S. citizen or permanent resident. You're welcome. Gonna make you some money, boo-boo. Now, this one also makes no sense, but don't worry, I'm gonna read it anyway. 2 women tried to buy several gift cards with a counterfeit $1 million bill. Now, I'm sure you're confused just as I was, and you're thinking to yourself, a $1 million bill? Rebekah, how does this happen? How does somebody try to buy anything with a counterfeit $1 million bill? Now, I know there is no such thing as a $1 million bill. Clearly, these 2 women did not know. They did not get the paperwork. They was not properly notified. Nobody called them. They just thought for sure they could get gift cards with $1 million bill. Allow me to read from thedailytimes.com. Fraud is the title. Blount County. A representative of Dollar General 3416 Montville Road, Maryville, reported at 10:24 a.m. April the 5th, not too long ago, that two women tried to buy several gift cards with a counterfeit $1 million bill. One of the women said she received the $1 million bill in the mail from a church and that she is going to buy items for care packages for homeless people, and it's a different report states. The other woman said she was unaware of the bill, the report states, but both women were given a verbal no trespass warning to the store. Sorry ladies, you cannot come back to the dollar store, okay? I feel really bad because I don't know who this is. It only caught my eye because it says the word Alabama in it, but whoever Jefferson Davis is, I feel like y'all are going to laugh at me, and then I probably should know, and I probably should have researched this, but we're already in too deep. Jefferson Davis, whomever he is, his chair was stolen from an Alabama cemetery, but it has been recovered, and two people have been arrested. Now, I also have to click on this article because it is reported by CNN.com, and I need to know who this person is. I need more details. I'm sure you'll do too. New Orleans police have arrested two people in connection with the theft from an Alabama cemetery of a chair previously owned by Jefferson Davis, the president of the Confederacy. That's who it is. Okay, now I know. And if you didn't know, baby, you know too. Stanley Warnick and Catherine Diano were arrested for the theft of the chair, the New Orleans Police Department said in a press release to CNN. They are facing charges for possession of stolen property in New Orleans, the release says. Both are currently out on bail. Good for them. The department is searching for an additional person in connection with the theft. Now, let me just tell you, this chair is not just any chair. It is a concrete chair. Concrete. You hear me? Concrete. It is heavy. It is concrete. You know, the concrete chair, which the NOPD said is valued at $500,000, was taken in March from Old Live Oak Cemetery in Selma, Alabama, nowhere near me. The Dallas County Sheriff's Office in Alabama has asked the NOPD for assistance in recovering the chair. How did they get caught? I know you're curious because I am. The NOPD detectives received a tip that the chair was at a location in the city, and it was recovered on Thursday, according to the statement. The chair will be returned to the cemetery in Selma. The attorney for these two alleged co-conspirators told CNN that their clients are not guilty and not associated with any political activism group. Quote, they are small business owners and community members. They are, if anything, themselves victims of mistakes of fact that have led to this unfortunate situation. Quote, they look forward to clearing their names and disassociating their names from any criminal activity. Well, that's good. That is good. Now, update. The chair has been returned to Selma, and one more suspect is being sought. Authorities said the suspects will have a theft charge and an extortion charge put on them in Selma. The best story written since Hamlet is coming to a close. Okay, I don't know what the connection is between Hamlet and this cemetery, but it must be important. I swear, I find some of the most interesting things. If you haven't downloaded the Reddit app or you haven't visited the Reddit website, I encourage you to do so because, again, there is just endless possibilities. Garbage to read, you know what I'm saying? Texas man arrested for trying to, quote, kill the internet. Now, I'm curious. How does one kill the internet? How is it a possibility? Because you know, there's like satellites in the sky, and there's like fiberglass underground. There's different cables and stuff, like how you try to kill the internet. InterestenGineering.com reports the man was caught after trying to obtain explosives from an undercover FBI agent. So, homeboy, he done got caught up. Man, them FBI's, they were good. They were good at the undercover work, okay? The rest of the article reads, in what may have been the most bizarre piece of news this week, a Texas man was arrested for allegedly, guys, he has not been convicted yet, so we're not going to crucify him, but allegedly attempting to plot to blow up a data center in Virginia. The man apparently stated in online chats, this is how dumb he is. He was in online chats. He was in online chats. I'm gonna cry. He was in okay, the man, get it together. The man apparently stated in online chats that he wanted to, quote, kill off about 70% of the internet, according to a federal affidavit. Okay. Seth Aaron Hensley, 28, was arrested after allegedly attempting to obtain an explosive device from an undercover FBI agent in Fort Worth, Texas. A stunt that was set up after a citizen reported alarming statements made by Hensley in an online forum. So I'm just trying to help everybody out. Okay, first of all, don't do anything stupid ever, because you're gonna get caught. Don't do anything illegal, you're gonna get caught. That being said, also, it is not very bright at all, to go around on the interwebs in any forum of any kind, or comment on anything ever online, or really even in person, that you want to blow up, you know, kill 70% of the internet. You know, it's not really a good look. It's reading further in the article, quote, we are indebted to the concerned citizen who came forward to report the defendant's alarming online rhetoric. In flagging his post to the FBI, this individual may have saved the lives of a number of tech workers. U.S. Attorney Prerak Shaw said in a statement. Quote, we are also incredibly proud of our FBI partners who ensured that the defendant was apprehended with an inert explosive device before he could inflict real harm. And honestly, guys, that is a great thing. I mean, I know I was laughing so hard I made myself cry. I'm glad, because I love the interwebs. I do lots of things, and I would be so sad without it. I'm not know. The article goes on to say that the Justice Department is determined to apprehend domestic extremists who intend to commit violence, no matter what political sentiment drives them to do so. The FBI investigation, which seems straight out of a movie, started when a concerned citizen contacted the Bureau about alarming statements posted by Hensley on MyMilitia.com. A forum self-described as a network for American patriots, end quote. The Bureau then investigated Hensley's Facebook account, where they found more evidence of his nefarious plans, or nefarious, depending on how you pronounce that word. In late January, Hensley then used Signal, an encrypted messaging app, to communicate with another confidential source that told the FBI that Hensley allegedly stated he planned to use C4 explosives to attack data centers in an attempt to, quote, kill off about 70% of the interwebs. Well, it says internets, but you'll know. On March 31st, the source put Hensley in contact with a supposed explosives supplier that was actually an undercover FBI agent. Now, we all know if you're going to ask somebody for help with explosives, they're going to set you up with a cop or FBI. I mean, it's just the way it's going to happen, baby. You stupid. Allegedly you stupid. Just see what else we can get into her. Lord, help these people. Illinois adult accused of biting security guard at Family Trampoline Center, reported by FoxNews.com. Let's read a little further, shall we? A group of people being rowdy reportedly grew upset when they were asked to calm down. An Illinois individual was arrested Saturday after a security guard was reportedly bitten by an adult at a family-friendly indoor trampoline park, according to reports. The incident at Urban Air Trampoline and Adventure Park in Mokena, Illinois, reportedly occurred before 5 p.m. because that is very important here. Saturday, reported the local NBC 5 news outlet. Molly Welsh, I don't know, W-A-L-S-H, posted an update on Twitter at 6:43 p.m. It says, preliminary information is that there was a disturbance inside. A security guard might have pulled out their weapon. The security guard was bitten by an adult. One person arrested with an assault charge. No shots fired, according to police. Well, that's real good news. Can you imagine being there with your children and you're asked to settle down and instead you bite the security guard? Now, how are you going to explain to your children, don't do what I just did, don't bite nobody, okay? Don't we learn that when we're kids? Thank you for reporting that, Fox News. Let's see what else we got. My. These titles kill me, guys. Vicious gangs of turkeys terrorizing the resort city of Charlevoix. Okay. CHARLEVOIX. I hope you can say it like it. WKFR.com article reads, if you live in Michigan, it may be a good word to the wise that we steer clear of turkeys for now. I don't know if it's the years of being put on sandwiches or the blatant disrespect they feel where we've shown them every last Thursday of November. It's very clear that the turkeys in Michigan are sick of our cuss words. In the last few weeks, we've seen and heard stories of violent acts coming from turkeys, members of different communities. Sounds like a real mystery. The article goes on though. Vicious gangs of turkeys. How can you call them vicious gangs of turkeys? What? They're a gang. Just a gang of turkeys. But you know what though? You know, it's like a school of fish, a litter of kittens and stuff like that. So maybe gang of turkeys is the right verbiage on that. I don't know, but let's read on. Vicious gangs of turkeys are now being said. Vicious gangs of turkeys are now being said to roam the streets of that town that I can't say. This once quite peaceful and beautiful resort city in the heart of Michigan's up north beauty is now filled with the hardest turkeys in the streets, terrorizing citizens, according to the Michigan Department of Natural Resources. Freak reports that because of the boom in the turkey population over the last few years, altercations on the street are starting to rise, and it's suggested you make a loud squawking noise if you find yourself in a showdown. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. If you're in Michigan, in this town that I can't say, don't worry, because if the gang of turkeys come up to you, all you gotta do is squawk real loud. What? And another criminal bites the dust. Police, goat arrested. Goat, you say? Now I know you're thinking goat, like breakers of all time. No, baby. No, a real goat was arrested after reported break-in. WRAL.com reports. In Greenville, North Carolina, police in eastern North Carolina say they arrested, air quotes, a goat after they got a call reporting an attempted break-in. The Charlotte Observer reports that the incident occurred Tuesday in the college town of Greenville. The Animal Protective Services unit of the Greenville Police Department said in a statement that officers it says offices in this article, but I'm pretty sure they meant officers, said in the statement that the officers arrived to find the goat hanging out around the windows of the house. The goat was taken to the city's animal shelter, but was soon picked up by its owner to, quote, finish his sentence in house arrest, end quote, police said. He made the news. His goat made the news, and that's what's reported here. Okay. TheGuardian.com reports that Mrs. World arrested for grabbing crown from head of Mrs. Sri Lanka. Now, I know you got questions because maybe I did too. Former Miss Sri Lanka, Carolyn Jury, yanked the crown off of her successor, Rebekah de Silva, in on-stage fracas. F-R-A-C-A-S. The article also goes on to say, police have arrested the reigning Mrs. World on charges of assault over an on-stage, word I can't say, in which she pulled the crown off the head of the new Miss Sri Lanka. OMG. Carolyn Jury yanked the crown off of Rebekah de Silva minutes after she was declared Miss Sri Lanka 2020 in a Sunday gala at Colombo's Nelam Kokana Theatre. How dare she? Rude. Jury was the previous year's Miss Sri Lanka and had gone on to win the Mrs. World competition organized by a California-based company. De Silva needed hospital treatment after the incident. Must be pretty bad. Seen by stunned spectators in a packed venue as well as a live social media audience. Quote, we have arrested Jury and her associate, Chula Manamendra, Manamendra. Say it how you want to. They were arrested in connection with a charge of assault and causing damage to the Nelam Kokana Theatre. Senior police official name I can't say, Rohana said. De Silva told reporters outside a police station in Colombo on Thursday that she was ready to drop the charges if Jury made a public apology, but she had refused. Quote, I tried to end this out of court, but she refused, De Silva said. I can forgive, but never forget. Police said a court hearing was fixed for April 19th, and Jury and her associate, who crashed the stage on Sunday, were released on bail Thursday. Neither of them nor their lawyers spoke to reporters outside the police station. Towards the end of the Sunday ceremony, Jury had claimed that De Silva was divorced and therefore ineligible for the prize. Her surprise announcement sparked unruly scenes minutes after the chief guest, oh Lord, a name I can't say, I'll type it in. Anyway, the wife of Sri Lanka's prime minister had left the theater. To qualify for the title, contestants must be married. De Silva is estranged from her husband, but they are still legally married. The local franchise holder for the pageant, whose name I also cannot say, said they were, quote, deeply disturbed and sincerely regret the behavior of Jury. Rude, rude, and rude. That's all I have to say about it. That's rude, baby. Now, you may or may have not seen the viral video, but in case you have not, because I have not, I just am reading about it now, so I'm for sure going to watch it. But FoxNews.com reports, woman loses front teeth after drinking mimosas in viral video. Do tell. It's on TikTok. I just learned it's on TikTok. It's reported by Rebekah. You've seen it here first, or not, but it's possible that you've seen it here first. TikToker Autumn Kathy 6 is said to be smiling once again after the brunch blunder. There's nothing bubbly about emergency dental work. A woman is reportedly smiling once again after accidentally knocking out her front teeth after one too many mimosas, assuring concerned commenters that she's okay after footage of the fail went viral. Recording a recent outing with friends, TikTok user AutumnCathy6 posted videos from what appeared to be a bottomless brunch, sharing shots of each drinker admitting how many of the morning cocktails they had. Quote, "This is me after 4 mimosas," end quote, AutumnCathy6 said with a giggle inside a restaurant. "This is me after 8 mimosas," a man said, bending an elbow. 3 other companions answered the silly question, and AutumnCathy6 confessed to having, quote, 7 mimosas. Then the camera cut to AutumnCathy6 and another bruncher at an outdoor plaza, with the TikToker stepping off a small monument and onto the man's shoulders. "Oh, cuss word. She's getting on his shoulders," a man filming said with a chuckle. Others behind the camera laughed. Quote, "This is so not good," a woman exclaimed. The onlookers' prediction was prophetic, as the camera cut again to a shocked AutumnCathy6 in the front seat of a car, looking upset with bloody gums and at least 3 front teeth missing. It's okay, a friend said, as another joked, "Smile, babe." Though the TikToker appears to have removed the brunch blooper from her page, the clip trickled onto Twitter on Tuesday, where it has since been viewed 3.8 million times. I wish something of mine would get viewed 3.8 million times. Do you know how much money I will give away? Viewers were concerned with the woman's well-being and demanded answers. Of course, right? Twitter user anyway, who uploaded the now viral video, shared a screenshot of an alleged conversation with the TikToker in parentheses. Is that the right word? Before she pulled down the post to ask how she was doing, she is quoted as saying, "I'm fine. They put my teeth right back in and put glue across my whole upper row of teeth." Now it's safe to say that OJ and champagne have probably put a bad taste in her mouth for the foreseeable future. But bottomless mimosas are a drug, the woman allegedly warned in the video clip, her insider. This I'm going to need a background, whole story on. BC businessman, sorry for throwing bucket of food. We need to know more. We need to know more about this story. VancouverisAwesome.com reports on this story, quote, "I simply snapped after once again finding human feces near my restaurant," states an apology letter from the White Spot franchisee. A Pentagon? I won't get this. Anyway, businessman has come forward to apologize for tossing a large pile of feces onto the front step of a homeless shelter on Tuesday, April the 6th. A Mansfield Pentagon White Spot franchisee was observed by staff and caught on camera throwing the bucket of feces, sparking outrage on social media and disappointment by shelter operators. Quote, "It is very disheartening and uncalled for. There's no excuse. We reach out to our neighbors on a regular basis to discuss any problems and issues, and this is not the way to deal with it," said Tony Lang. He is the executive director of the Pentagon and District Society for Community Living. Below is an unaltered apology letter Mansfield sent to the media late Tuesday night. It reads, "I am ashamed and embarrassed by my actions at Compass House and Pentagon on Tuesday morning, and I wanted to come forward to publicly apologize sincerely to Roger Evans and residents for the hurt I caused. I have already had a conversation with Roger, and I hope to meet with him on Wednesday to further apologize in person and to see how I can begin to make amends. I also apologize to the people of Pentagon for showing such callous disregard for the homeless residents in our community who are often the most vulnerable and disadvantaged through no fault of their own. I simply snapped after once again finding human feces near my restaurant, and I showed inexcusable judgment, even though I realized immediately that what I had done was wrong. There is no justification for what I did, and I apologize to the dedicated teams at White Spot Restaurants in O'Kanigan and elsewhere. They should in no way be judged by my actions. What I did could not be further from the values of White Spot and showed disrespect for all that White Spot has stood for over the last 90 years for their many loyal guests. I know Rebekah is facing a homelessness crisis and requires considerable support to create meaningful change, of which I am committed to being part of. Sincerely, that douchebag. You're welcome. So, I hope you enjoyed the Reddit read segment. I hope that I was funny enough for you, or that I gave you enough information to want to follow up on some of these goofy stories. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope that you continue to like if you give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and subscribe if you haven't already. So I know I like to wait to subscribe to people until I have watched several of their videos and I feel a connection, and then I subscribe. So I hope that we together gain that connection, and that you will want to subscribe to me and share me with other people and watch all of the crazy, stupid, sometimes not stupid stuff that I talk about, because some of the stuff is like really cool, and I totally think that you should always tune in to everything that I post. But I know we're probably not there yet, but we can get there. We can get there. Like, we can work together with it on this. And like, you can do things like comment down below on things that you would like for me to talk about, so we feel like there's a more personal connection there. And if you comment, I can comment back to you, and like, we can keep it going, like ping pong, like, right? We can totally do that. Me, you. Yeah, I said it. Like it, love it, want some more of it. Let's do it. Let's do this, guys. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys later. Have a great week. I hope you enjoyed your weekend, and I hope you guys tune in for my Mental Health Monday, which hopefully I will be able to record it in a timely fashion and get it edited in a timely fashion, and just keep it going. Just keep it going, keep it going. All right, anyway, bye you guys. Have a good week. Later.